So in the NFL, we are hearing rumblings, people like to say. Although Russell Wilson does want to play for Seattle, he said he doesn't mind getting traded. And the teams he doesn't mind getting traded to are the Chicago Bears, the Las Vegas Raiders, the Dallas Cowboys, and the New Orleans Saints. Which of those teams do you guys think will be best for him or the most realistic where he can go there and possibly be Super Bowl contenders?
The best for him would have to be the Bears, but I think the most realistic would probably be the Dallas Cowboys. First things first, I want to talk about him actually trying to leave. The Seahawks they never really put enough around Russell Wilson. Now, it's not in terms of weapons. He had the receivers, he had the running backs, even though that right there is kind of questionable. His offensive line has been putrid, just been absolutely terrible. He's getting up in that age where he don't want to be running around. He don't really want to be Tom Brady, but he want to be close to Tom Brady now. He don't want to have to run around. He want to run around as a luxury. If he got 20 yards of space in front of him, then he'll take off. But he don't want to be dodging 2 or 3 defensive linebackers. He don't want to be dodging a whole bunch of edge rushers. He just want to chill. Now, in regards to where he should actually go, as I said, I think the Bears will probably be a very good spot for him. They have a very good defense. Well, as of right now, it's not necessarily looking as elite as it once did. I think they're still going to be a very good defense. But I think once they get a quarterback, it's going to be a very good situation for the Chicago Bears. And it's going to be even better for him just because of the sheer fact that the Chicago Bears, they haven't had an elite quarterback in what? Decades, two or three decades or something, ever.
Centuries.
So I think the fans are gonna automatically love him. He's gonna be received very well. But as far as the most realistic, I'm gonna have to say Dallas Cowboys, just because of the sheer fact that they could possibly trade for Dak Prescott. I think that right there would definitely be a very good trade chip. They're gonna have to franchise Dak and then trade him, potentially do a sign and trade after that. So I think that right there would probably be the best one because I don't think that the Saints, the Bears, and the Oakland Raiders have a whole bunch of assets to be thrown out for a top 5 quarterback or arguably a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah, for starters, I don't think that the Raiders need a guy like Russell Wilson. I mean, everybody needs a guy like Russell Wilson, but there's no need to, spend money you don't have or spend assets you don't have on a guy like Russell Wilson when you still have a quality guy in Derek Carr. I think that Chicago Bears would be an amazing place for Russell Wilson to land. The best place, in my opinion, though, would be New Orleans. It's unrealistic, but for that to be one of his teams, they're pretty much set and ready to go for any quarterback. You really don't even need a guy of Russell Wilson's caliber when you have a guy like Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara, Sean Payton as your coach. The Saints are ready. They just need, a game manager. But realistically speaking, I don't see Russell Wilson going anywhere. I think when you have a guy like Russell Wilson, a lot like what's going on in Houston, you don't want to let go of the most important position on the team. So, if I had to be honest, I think realistically, Russell Wilson isn't going anywhere. I think he's just frustrated, putting some fire, under the GMs, under the owners, to get him some protection because what quarterback likes to get hit in the National Football League?
Yeah, I agree. I don't see him going anywhere at all. I feel like Russell Wilson is going to retire as a Seahawk. Like, that's just him. That he's built that, and he's the guy out there. I don't see why he would give that up unless for the obvious reasons of they're not protecting him. But I feel like the most effective place for him to go would have to be the Dallas Cowboys. You guys see the weapons that they have down there. Like Dak Prescott, he's a great quarterback, but part of him being a great quarterback were those weapons. And if you give something like that to Russell Wilson and you give him enough time to throw the ball and a running back, I feel like if the Dallas Cowboys were somehow, some way able to find themselves with Russell Wilson without giving up too many assets, prepare yourselves for these crazy Dallas Cowboys fans. They're going to be all over. They're going to be running wild. It's not going to be a good time because I feel like if Russell Wilson ends up going to the Cowboys, they're Super Bowl contenders.
I wouldn't even want to curse Russell Wilson like that. I don't even want to put that hex on him like that. The Cowboys are perpetual losers. They're going to continue to lose, and I'm pretty sure they're going to always be toiling in mediocrity. As far as Russell Wilson goes, I think he's probably going to stay in the Seahawks. But one thing that I have been noticing is that these quarterbacks, they starting to act like NBA players now. They want to go places. They don't want to just stay still. They seen what Tom Brady did. He left and he got a ring off the rip extremely fast. So I feel like it's not only Russell Wilson. We see it with Deshaun Watson. We've seen it with a whole bunch of other quarterbacks
Matthew
getting traded.
Stafford.
Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, a whole bunch of quarterbacks. They're analyzing their situation. If they see a better situation, or if even the team see a better situation, they're now more apt and likely to actually leave. Could you imagine a quarterback back in the day, like even like an Eli Manning requesting a trade? Like that don't even make no sense. It make no sense.
And now it's happening left and right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I definitely agree. I think that quarterbacks are taking advantage of the power that they have because they call wide receivers divas, but wide receivers ain't going in there asking for no trades and nothing like that because they gonna be. That's how you end up out the league. And any other position, forget about it. But as far as a quarterback is concerned, they know that they have this power, and I think they're just tired of being lied to. You know, you expect so much from me. You think because you cut me a paycheck that I'm supposed to just deal with whatever you give me. When it's not like that. You see what the Patriots were doing for Tom Brady. Tom Brady was consistently taking pay cuts, and they were rewarding him with giving him quality team year after year. Sometimes not the best quality, but Tom Brady is the kind of quarterback that can make do with what he has. But and as far as the last 2 years go, quarterbacks they're not waiting around no more to go out like Andrew Luck, man. If they see something wrong and it's not being addressed immediately, they out of there.